Hey, family, I have a word for you. So lean in for a second. Some of you are walking through a season where the only voice speaking life over you is your own. And hear me, that's not a sign of failure. That's not abandonment. That's not God ignoring you. That's training. That's development. That's the season where God teaches you the sound of your own faith. You see, we're so used to getting validation from people, the likes, the comments, and the you got this. But what happens when the room gets quiet? When the encouragement slows down? When the people you poured into suddenly don't have the energy to pour back? That's when God starts working on a different part of you, the part that has to believe, even when nobody is backing you up. The Bible says in 1 Samuel 36, David encouraged himself in the Lord. So let's stop here for a second. David didn't wait for somebody else to lift him up. He didn't wait for a committee. He didn't wait for a crowd. He didn't wait for an applause either. He preached to himself. He prophesied to himself. He spoke life into himself, not because he wanted to, but because he had to. And here's the part people forget. The men he led, the same ones who used to cheer him, were frustrated, broken, and blaming him. David was surrounded by people, but emotionally, he was standing alone. Yet that's where the shift happened, not in the noise, in the silence. And family, some of you need to hear this today. God will sometimes let the applause die down so you can finally hear the sound of your own faith. So let me make this real for you. Maybe you've even been working on yourself quietly, spiritually, mentally, or emotionally. And nobody knows what it took just for you to show up today. They don't know the thoughts you had to fight. They don't know the anxiety you pushed through. They don't know how many times you swallowed tears before you stepped into work or church or even your own living room. And because nobody sees it, nobody claps for it. But listen to me. Just because people don't notice your progress doesn't mean God isn't honoring your progress. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Life and death are in the power of the tongue." It doesn't say your circle's tongue. It doesn't say your friend's tongue. It doesn't say the people clapping for you. It says your tongue, meaning there will be days you got to speak over yourself. Sometimes you might say, "Lord, I'm lonely, but I trust you. Lord, I'm tired, but I'm still chosen. Lord, I don't see the results yet, but I'm not quitting." That's the language of someone growing in silence. So let me take you to the example that hits everybody. A seed grows in silence. Before it rises, before it blooms, before anyone ever recognizes it, it breaks underground in a dark place, in a hidden place, in a place where nobody is checking on it. Nobody is applauding it. Nobody is saying, "Wow, look how much you've grown." But what's happening? It's stretching, it's expanding, it's becoming exactly what God designed, even though nobody sees the process. So, family, some of you are the seed right now. God has you in a quiet place, a hidden place, a place where He's developing you, stretching you, shaping you before He reveals you. And yes, it's uncomfortable. It feels lonely. Yes, it feels like, "God, does anyone even see me?" But hear me, the silence isn't punishment, it's preparation. Think about the people who overcame depression and nobody knew. The person who left a toxic relationship but didn't announce it. The one who stopped drinking or smoking quietly. The mother who kept praying even when the house felt heavy. The man who kept showing up to work even though life was falling apart behind closed doors. Nobody clapped for them. But guess what? Heaven did. Some of the greatest battles you will ever win will be the ones nobody sees. Nobody knows you're fighting. And here's the part I want to leave you with. And this is the part that hits different. Breakthroughs show up, favors show up, doors open. When you learn to celebrate what God is doing in you before anyone else recognizes it. You can't wait for the crowd. You can't wait for the appreciation. You can't wait for the validation. Some blessings only unlock when your mouth agrees with what God is already doing. Your next level might be waiting on the praise you haven't given yourself yet. So, family, clap for yourself. Not out of pride, not out of ego, not out of look at me, but out of faith, out of gratitude, out of recognition that God is molding you, even in the silence, because heaven is already clapping. God is already celebrating your progress. Your angels are already applauding the battle you won privately. Now, God is waiting for you to join in. If this has resonated with you, please give this video a like. And until next time, keep your head up, your hands up, and let it resonate.